Man, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a blessed day for real, man. One thing I want to get on here and say, my motherfucking Lakers, bro, y'all better get your shit together. Luca and LeBron and all y'all better get your shit together. I'm tired of watching y'all lose. But on to some other shit. So I was thinking about some shit that I could get on here and talk about. And I had somebody in my comments a couple weeks ago ask me, like, what what's the key, man? And don't just say consistency, or don't just say the same thing everybody else used to say. And I felt what he was saying, you know what I mean? Because like when I was first trying to start out making content and shit, like I would ask people stuff too, and they would all give me the same answer, and I would get so fucking mad. Like I would get so mad, like everybody's just giving me the same bullshit run around answer. But then I realized they wasn't giving me a bullshit run around answer. They was giving me the truth, and that's really like they was really giving me like advice. Like it really is just a consistency thing and a um finding your own groove and finding your own space of people, you know what I mean? And just once you're doing something for long enough and learning, like eventually you're gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? If you continue to learn off of it. I'm not saying do it and do it a little bit here and then do it a little bit here and then do it a little bit here. Of course, you're not gonna get if you're consistent with it though, you're gonna learn from it eventually over time. Like there's no way around it. There like just keep watching, keep studying other people, and don't don't get mad when people give you the same answer, because if people are giving you the same answer, then usually that answer is the answer that you're looking for, and you should probably listen to it. But once it does get going, like once you do listen to that and you start getting consistent with it and you start getting people liking on your social media and stuff, once it does get going, it's crazy how much motion you actually have without even realizing it. Like you could really have some real motion and not even realize it at all. Like, but the more and more you get into it, the one thing nobody tells you about is how lonely it is. Like the like you might have more and more people around you, but you might feel more and more lonely. You know what I mean? Like I be by myself, so like I don't be having a bunch of yes men around me and shit like that, because I don't like being around people no more. I used to always have a group with me, but nowadays I just be by myself. I don't like being around people no more. But that's one thing nobody's gonna tell you how lonely the grind is, because like most times I'm in the studio by myself, I'm streaming by myself, I'm working on videos by myself, I'm working on music by myself. I'm not working on shit with people. I'm not most of the time. Now, like I do business with people and do stuff, but I'm saying most of the time when you're hustling and grinding this shit out, bro, on the content side of it, it's gonna be you and maybe a couple of people. And that shit gets lonely. Nobody tells you about that. Another thing, a lot of artists ask me, how do you push your music? How do you do this? How do you do that? Like, and I'm not even getting that much views on my page, but I'm getting like on average like 1,000 to 2,500 views a song on my YouTube. So like anywhere from 2K to like 1,000 is what I'm averaging on my songs. And people with like that are getting like 100 views and stuff like that are asking me like, how do you push your stuff out? How do you and if you don't have like a label behind you or an ads manager or anything like that, you have to you have to utilize the reels, utilize your post on where like you can share your stuff on Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube, to the post part of YouTube. Utilize that, utilize the reels on YouTube, utilize the reels on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, and utilize Twitter, utilize threads. I'm getting started. I'm gonna get on LinkedIn. I'm gonna get on all these. I'm gonna get a new Still Alive account for Twitter, or not Twitter, but TikTok again, since I got logged out of my old one. But I already have like studio account on TikTok too. And yeah, like you got to utilize these reels. Like you can't just like post one video of you listening to your song on Snapchat and Facebook and Instagram, and then just share the link one time and be like new song out, and it's just a cover art and stuff, and expect people to listen to that. Like you really gotta do videos, music videos, and shorts. Those are two things I can tell you that will bring eyes to your music at the beginning more than just a song with a cover art. If you have music videos and visuals for people to see, and then do content surrounding the music, do content surrounding your life where people can get to know you better. So, like, if you're dropping a song, do a lot of live streams or a lot of podcasts or whatever at that same time, and or just a lot of reels at the same time, um daily, bet like, or multiple times a day, the better, you know what I mean, of that song, that music video, or reels that you made for it, or just shorts of that music video chopped up to post on shorts. Like, just constantly be putting stuff out around your life, around the music, around the studio. Do a day in the life in the studio video where you guys are recording, like, figure, you know what I mean, like there's so many things. But yeah, like there's so many things that you can utilize to push without having something behind you to help push, um like without having a label or anything like that for advertising. Like there's so many ways that you can still utilize and push your music out there through reels, especially nowadays. Reels is a game changer and stuff like that. So like, and then another thing, like, you got to realize, like, really, when it comes to this shit, you're in this shit alone. Like, at some point in life, you're gonna realize that you're in this shit alone, and you either got to do it for yourself or don't do it at all. As a man, you got to realize, like, you're in this by yourself. So like, you got to realize, like, man, I got to get this shit going for myself, and or you're just never gonna succeed. Like, you definitely have to realize that you only got yourself for the most part. There's some people that got you, but for the most part, you only got yourself, and you got to realize that for real, for real. But I hope everybody has a blessed day, man. Stay fucking warm out there. Stay dry. It's fucking nasty and wet out again. Have a nice day, everybody. Peace out.